Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. And today we are doing prime rib. It's my oldest son's birthday. He's 34. Seems like I just had him 34 days ago. Time flies. So, I made prime rib, corn, I made some roasted Brussels sprouts, I made baked potatoes, and then I made some cucumber salad. I thought to kind of break up all the heaviness of all this. Alright. Then I have some Dr. Pepper and some water. Alright. Let's get into this. Let me show this bust and cut it some. Okay. I just watched Randy Santel on YouTube eating 11-pound prime rib. It was still moving. What's else? I just went and took the skin off the cow and put it on the plate. He said it was medium. Everything was moving. Horrible piece of bone. Here, Barnabas. Oh, a little piece of bone or something. I'm not digging on there. Happy dance of the knife and fork. I love roasted Brussels sprouts. I found a new YouTube channel. I love watching it. I think it's called It's So Good. It is a good show. So yeah, my first Dr. Pepper thing. Man, I want to tell you, I sweat more with my hair since I cut my hair off. All good. I thought I was making an easy meal. Man, I went to sit down after I finished cooking. I thought the family get their plates. I sat down and I was like, oh my God, my hair's just soaking wet. I had to wait for a little while. So I could sit down and do my video and eat. I just look like I just came out of the shower. Swim pool or something. I should try some of my potato. Now these are baked potatoes. My family, they don't like them outside. I love the outside. Well, even though my kids are grown, I had to make everybody their potato. So I've learned. Just bake my potatoes, take the skin off, and put the insides into a bowl, and just my oldest son just likes it plain, just salt, butter, pepper. Then my youngest one, Ashton, he likes it another way. And then my mother likes it another way. Then I like it. We all like them different ways. I don't have any sour cream in here because, you know, my test came back saying, well, did it say it? Whatever. I still say I'm lactose intolerant. Let's get into this cow here. I think it could have cooked a little bit more. I didn't want to overcook it. Well, another couple more months. Walmart be having prime ribs on sale. Well, selling prime ribs. You can only buy prime ribs at Walmart from October to December. And then they take them off for like a month. They bring them back for Valentine's. A couple weeks. That's the only time you can get prime ribs at Walmart. So I try to buy 5 or 6 of them, put back in my deep freezers in the garage. I have them back for holidays, birthdays. It's very good. They're good quality meat. You can always go on your Walmart app on your phone. Type in prime rib. It'll tell you when they ever have them. something worth talking about. I hope y'all enjoyed my last video of Harley and Brutus. I'll tell you, this steak tastes good, but it looks like it's still raw to me. I know some people like it like that. I thought turn on my top light, I wouldn't have to use this ring light. I'll burn this. I don't know anything about lighting. It'd be alright if I didn't have glasses. It's late at night, so I had to have a light on. I think it's almost 9 o'clock. Yep. 8:57. I started cooking at 4:30. My food got ready exactly at 7. But then I had to sit down. Plus, I was so hungry. I hadn't eaten since last night. I just got sick and weak, and my hair was just soaking wet. My hair had been like this since I was taking no diet pills. It's got a lot of. I bought these new steak knives. I don't like them. They're pretty. I don't like them. See them? That ain't too tasty. Well, I was watching It's So Good videos, and she mentioned in her newest one that she's thinking about opening up a restaurant. I've always wanted to open up a restaurant. I just seem so raw. I might just eat my other stuff and leave my steak, and we'll heat it back up. Cook it a little bit more. putting a comment. About how other restaurants starting up around here. She was talking about it's called a restaurant hall or something. I can. She's like having like 75 different things. I don't know. I was like, well, that's getting confusing as a Taco Bell menu. And you're gonna serve all this stuff. The way she's talking about it sounds like a buffet or something. You have like Indian, then you have like Mexican section, hamburger, then soul food. And I was like, you know, that's gonna cost you a lot of money. You're gonna do it like that. So I gave her one little tip. I've been thinking about one of these days I'd love to open up a restaurant. I said be better instead of having everything, all those stations. You got 7 days a week. Have like Mondays your hamburgers, Tuesdays your Mexican food, like Taco Tuesday, do Mexican food. Wednesdays, you know, do Chinese and whatever. Then do a Saturday, Sunday soul food, and you know, and then you know, do everything. They're just about doing desserts. It's like, yeah, you can do desserts, you know. Then you don't have so much food. That's a lot of wasted food. Then if you want to, you can open up early Sundays or maybe on weekends for do breakfast. Then some places they start beginning just beginning they'll just, especially like you do like barbecue places here, they cook, especially the smaller ones. If you get a big one, that's different, but you get smaller places, they cook what they have, and then once they run out, they close. But always wanted to open up like a 40s. They always have like 50s diners. I want to do like a 30s, 40s diner. Everything's like the 50s. Well, everything I've ever wanted to do, it doesn't matter who it is, your family, your friends, bank people, whoever, they always shoot you down. And they make you feel like you're 2 inches from the ground. Oh no, you can't do that. Oh no. My family told me, you can't do YouTube. Oh no, you can't do it. I'm gonna prove them wrong. YouTube is my baby. I'm gonna do what I can and take it as far as I can. All my life, I've been always told, no, I can't do this. I can't do that. You can't go to college. You know, you're gonna stay home and take care of your husband and kids and cook and clean for them and have babies. That's what I was always told. I used to like to, well, I think I only went out there a couple times with my grandpa when I was little to go with him to feed the cows at the pasture. I was trying quite, I never said nothing. I wasn't up running around doing this now. And one day they're like, oh no, you can't go out there with cows. They don't like women. They don't like girls. You surely can't wear red around them. They'll attack you. I'm not bullfighting. I'm sitting in the back. I'm sitting inside the truck. And one thing, cows are colorblind. They don't know if it's what you got on. And now I know better. Women can go out there with cows. I wanted to do gymnastics. My mother's sister, my aunt, she's a PE teacher. You can't let her do that. I was always doing cartwheels and back bends and whatever, and I was in the trees, tumbling around in the trees. I was always doing something. She'll get hurt. You can't let her do that. Pardon me. They kind of like stuck me in the corner like baby. And I wasn't allowed to do anything. We started a band in 4th grade. Oh, you had to play the flute. Because my mother played the flute. My great aunt played the flute in the band. I wanted to play drums. Oh no, you can't play drums. That's for boys. You got to play flute because the rest of us played flute. But my mother's sister played a saxophone. So when my oldest son, he had to choose when he got to school, you're going to play athletics or be in a band. He chose to play football. Well, that didn't last very long. Once he got to high school, he was what is it? It's a well, they give him the water, and if they go out, trainer. He was an athletic trainer. Did water, and if they got hurt, did sprains and whatever. So he was an athletic trainer. And Ashton, when he got to middle school, he didn't want to play any athletics, so my aunt bought him a saxophone. He didn't choose it. He hated it. So he played it for 2 years. I don't think he did anything for high school. I tell you, when the Bryan Independent School District almost killed my son. I'll tell you this story. I guess he must have a cell phone. Well, it was breaking on the news too that the high school was on fire. Right down the street from my house. Ashton texted me that the school's on fire. You can hear the alarms going off. Oh, he must have called me. You can hear the alarms going off. So I rush over to the school. There's all kind of parents out there. We're trying to get into school. They've got you couldn't even see inside the school with all the smoke. They locked the doors with those kids locked inside in a burning building. The school was on fire and they locked those kids up. I should have sued them. I was so angry. I said, Ashton, since he was little, he's always had he always got pneumonia. He always had problems with his lungs. He's always out of school and stuff and had breathing treatments and pneumonia. And I said, you're locking him up in that school with his lungs. Yeah, and I mean, finally, after like an hour, and the fire trucks were all out there, and they were out there. I think it was cooking class or something. I can't remember. Something burned. I don't know. Well, I just know. Finally, the lady came and opened the door a little bit. She's holding it because we're trying to open up the door to go get our kids. And she's like, y'all stop beating on that door. We know you're here. And then she closed it back and she locked the door. She's in her holding her mouth, choking, going back to her office. We stayed out there until school was out. I was so mad. I said, I was so glad when he finished school. I said, I will never, ever let my child go to public school in Bryan. Ever. I'd rather have my kids, grandkids be dumb. Never set foot in a public school ever again. Well, I don't have no, if I ever have grandkids, I can't say, hey, y'all, let me homeschool them or whatever, y'all go homeschool, whatever. If they decided to homeschool, I'm for it. Public schools. And my mother was a public school teacher. Her sister, my aunt, was a public school teacher. My great aunt, she was a public school teacher. I think that was all teachers we had. But schools are not like they used to be. So, every time I so many kids have dropped out of public schools, they're being homeschooled now. I believe it. nowadays automatic schools are not like they used to be. Yep. Well, I finished everything else up this meat. I'm going to have to cook it some more. It's too raw for me. I'll wrap it up and heat it up later. I'm full. That's enough. So, let me know. Do your kids, your grandkids go to public school? Are you homeschooling? I don't think it matters anymore if your kids are homeschooled or go to public school. I know we were taught more in public school. I see kids nowadays, it's like, what? And especially, they don't even teach cursive writing. We started cursive writing in first grade. I just can't imagine. It's embarrassing. And you know what? I bought my kids all that kind of stuff to teach them how to write cursive. I sat down, and I'm going to tell you what, we were always doodling in cursive. You know, Joni loves somebody. You know, it's Joni and somebody. We always did all this doodling, you know, and cursive and stuff. Do kids do that anymore? I'm gonna turn this light off and see if it makes a difference. I don't know. You know, tell me your experience about public school, homeschooling. My mother used to always tell me that. You should pull your kids out of school. And she was teaching them. And homeschool. I was like, well, I don't know anything about no algebra. I mean, I could never pass that class. I barely passed it. I just got by to get my high school diploma. You know, but if they want to take geometry and trigonometry and fancy science classes and English classes. But I think nowadays you don't. I think they learn everything, get everything offline. I don't know. But I hope y'all enjoyed my son's birthday meal with me. And we got to discuss about public school and homeschooling. Yeah, so let me know what you think about public schools and homeschooling, and anything happened, like having your child locked up in a school while it's on fire. Yeah. I really should have got a lawyer. That was, I bet you the other parents did. I really should have. Because, you don't lock children up in a school while it's on fire. I don't care if they did get it out like an hour later. Didn't burn the whole school down. It just mostly smoke. You can't have all the smoke in your lungs. Locking children up like that in the school. So, all right. Well, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.